most of the times we don't really help each other out. It's a lot of like competition. But right now it's been clothing. It's called Sensitive Creatures. It's based around psychology and mental health. Because you want your product to be quality, right? You don't want to sell. I would say like meditation has helped me a lot. And I wouldn't say I'm a religious person, but I definitely believe in like a higher power, like a God. Always trying your best, like no matter what it is, like always do your best. So even if you don't get the outcome you want, at least you gave your 100% that day.
From being a minority himself and being able to change the world by stepping into psychology, staying separate from a family is not something that everybody can do, but yet he took a chance. Today we have Darius, and he's going to explain us about how his journey has been from a psychology student to a founder for a business that is selling clothes, not for the purpose of selling, but to create a change in the market. So Darius, tell me, how is this experience, being a minority yourself, you being the power or having the power of influencing others, how does it make you feel?
First of all, great introduction. But I would say being a minority in this field, doing what I want to do, I say it can have its ups and downs. I would say the downs first are, I feel like in the Hispanic community, I'm Puerto Rican, so in the Hispanic community, Puerto Rican community, and even like black and brown, I feel like most of the times we don't really help each other out. It's a lot of like competition. And in other cultures, whether it's Asian cultures or, there's more like collectivism. So there's more people supporting each other's business and stuff like that. So we don't get that. So I would say like not being taken serious when you're starting out with the brand. It's like, who does this guy is or something like that. But then at times it also does help because if you like, I live in Los Angeles now. So I feel like once you kind of leave where you're from sometimes, being a minority, you get more love in a way. So I feel like I've gotten accepted just for being a minority at times as well. But it's also hard though, because like where I come from or where we come from, there's not much inspiration and mentors and stuff like that, people helping us out. So it's definitely hard at times.
Right. Keeping that in mind, are you into doing any kind of business management course, or how did you come up with this idea? And if you can give the audience an introduction about your business.
Yeah, so I have a brand company called Sensitive Creatures. One of the
amazing. Always wear your merchandise.
Always have to. Free walk-in billboard. And so I started it. It's a company, it's a clothing company. It's more than that, but right now it's been clothing. It's called Sensitive Creatures. It's based around psychology and mental health. And I started the idea came in 2018 due to my own mental health experience, and then later on I'm in school for psychology. So just growing the brand in that way, like, it just started because I always been into fashion and then I always been into mental health. And as far as management, I never really had help. It's either like YouTube videos or I've had friends that friends that are my age in the clothing business as well. So I just ask them questions, and you just learn as time goes on. So I'm trying to pick that forward right now. I'm helping out other brands out, like people back to my home and anywhere obviously in the world. I'm helping out with like production management and all that stuff too.
Amazing. So are you telling us that you are someone who's handling the entire operations all by yourself?
Yeah, everything is me, design, production, all that.
I can't imagine the hard work or the sleepless nights you must be going through.
Yeah, I barely sleep.
Amazing. So how many hours are you sleeping right now?
I'm probably sleeping 5 hours, 6 hours on average.
So that is what you need to do in order to own a Lamborghini after 5 years or 6 years down the lane. You need to sleep, work hard.
Yeah, exactly.
Amazing. Being into a new business, like you said, that it's a new business that you have launched, but the concept is from 2018. So what are the strategies as a business owner that you feel that, since you have had this idea for the past 6-7 years now, right? Obviously, you must have had some roadblocks, some setbacks, or, maybe you designed something and it did not work in the market, or maybe the type of design you had in your mind did not come out during the production phase. So how do you deal with the stress, and are there any strategies? Since you're into psychology, I think your point of view would be really good, because we'll be able to understand how a human interacts with these problems, and how should they interact if they are facing these problems?
Yeah, okay. I would say I definitely had, especially at the beginning, I think it was more so like the quality. Like the quality, I would buy like blank t-shirts from different companies and it would shrink so much after one wash. So like I think finding the quality was the first hardship. Because you want your product to be quality, right? You don't want to sell something and then people are complaining about it. So that I've had designs that were bad as well, that I ended up not liking. And it's funny how things work, because sometimes people like something you don't like, which is weird. But the solution to that problem is I created like a Discord, or like even on Instagram, on social media, I'll put up a design before I even put it into production and just kind of get like feedback, like, what do you guys think? Or I'm always texting different friends, different family members to get their perspective on it. That way I could get like a good sample size of, okay, I should probably go with this shirt or not. And then that's the solution to one thing. And then lastly, I would say really having a team, because like when I'm doing everything, you get it's very difficult, because you have to worry about accounting, then you have to worry about this design, then I'm also not just doing things for myself, I'm doing things for other companies, and I'm doing other like things I have in my head. So building a team, I think, has been the hardest, because you can't always trust anyone. Yeah, and I feel like I'm a perfectionist, and that could sometimes that slows down the process too, like with putting out product.
But I feel that unless you have given it a try error kind of a space, it gets a bit difficult for you to grow, because if you don't make mistakes, you'll not learn.
Yeah, exactly. You have to make mistakes in order to like succeed. Everybody that's always been successful in life has always made mistakes, and it's like what you do with your mistakes. You could either sink or swim, so you have to always try to stay afloat.
Right. Since you had mentioned that you are majoring into sports psychology, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah.
Right. What is that part of the learning that has really helped you to motivate your mental health? Because these days, mental health is something that is a very big challenge in our generation.
Yeah, that's a good question. Yeah, I guess that's kind of what inspired subconsciously, I think, from the beginning of the sports psychology, because it's like I'm not like, there's been times I haven't performed my best, and then obviously that translates into bad designs or bad decisions. And I would say meditation has helped me a lot. And I wouldn't say I'm a religious person, but I definitely believe in like a higher power, like a God. I like many things from different religions, but I would say like just being spiritual and just kind of praying to a God, and like just having faith in that everything is like meant to be, and then reading different books, like the four agreements, where one of them talks about just like always trying your best, like no matter what it is, like always do your best. So even if you don't get the outcome you want, at least you gave your 100% that day.
Right. So you say that books also play a very vital role in developing your mental health, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Amazing. And I overheard you by saying that meditation is also something that you all focus on or practice on a daily basis.
Yeah, I do it every morning.
Amazing. Every morning. That's great. So is it for 5-10 minutes, or you are a pro, you go for an hour or two?
No, I want to get to the point of getting to an hour. I'm like 5 minutes, 3 minutes.
Oh, amazing. So see, even I started meditating, and earlier I used to think, having even 1 minute of meditation was like a challenge to me. And I was like, how do I do it? So slowly I started realizing that there are certain thoughts, there are certain processes that comes during meditation, right? And it basically zones you out. You being a psychology student, can you tell me that how does this zoning out help me to reset my mentality?
Yeah, it's like, well, first of all, when you're doing it, it's like you're just kind of looking, like you're trying to picture a black screen just to like think of nothingness. So that right there, like that, just because we overthink and we overuse parts of our brain. So like if you're taking a break from that part, it's like a mental vacation. It's like you got time off of work, basically. Like you're taking time from overthinking. So you're looking at your one part of your brain is like overused, and then you're just basically adapting your other part of the brain to like you're connecting with yourself more in a way. So that helps out with just being more focused, being less distracted. Yeah.
Okay, amazing. So, do you recommend meditating every day, like once or twice a day, or what is your mantra towards that?
I feel like at least every day, and the best way to start your morning, because that's how you're starting your day with something that's like refreshing and new. But it's also good to do it at night too, to just like, for me, I just like to thank God and just be like, okay, thank you for the day, and just even it's good to meditate, because when you meditate, whatever is going on through your mind at night, you're gonna carry that through your sleep. So you might as well say some good things to yourself and try to relax, and then that's how you go to bed.
Amazing, amazing. I think these certain tips are good to go. I can really start applying these tips on my daily practice and see if I am able to see any changes. If I'm not, I'll surely get hold of you.
I'll give you the money.
Yeah, sorry.
I'll give you your money back.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. So I see that you are more into streetwear and casual kind of a clothing, right? Have you ever thought about shifting this practice towards the luxury segment? People who would want to have a luxury product, a better material, a better design. Have you given a thought about that?
Yeah, so I've definitely thought about it, and I've made samples. So I'm having a 3-tier system right now. Like you talked about the middle, I call it the middle class. The middle package is the streetwear, which I've been dropping with like graphic designs, cozy wear, sweatpants, t-shirts, hats, and I want to venture off into doing luxury, high-end stuff, like you said. So right now, that's gonna be like kind of exclusive. Like I'm gonna have like 10 to 15 items only, and obviously they're gonna cost more. But yeah, I have a jacket that I made, like a set of denim pants and a jacket, and I got some fabric from, I don't know if you heard of like Prada, the brand,
Yeah.
and then Supreme is like a streetwear. So I've gotten their fabric. There's a store out here that you're able to get leftover fabric from like high-end brands. So I'm literally making stuff from Prada. So, and then there's a lower. So that's the luxury. You have the middle, which is what I've been doing, and then you have like the lower end, which I want things to be affordable. Like I want to be able to reach everyone. Just like psychology, I want to be able to reach everyone in the world. So I think like having shirts that are like $30, $25 even, and then like doing packs of 3, like 3 for 60 or something like that.
Right. So your brand is all about having able to serve anybody who just lands on your website. If they are into luxury, they'll get some options. If they want a cheaper option for the quick daily use, they'll get an option, right?
Yeah, I feel like that's the way things should be too. Like everyone should have a chance to have like something that's because even the $25 shirts are gonna be great quality, just like the $60 shirts. They're all great, the same quality. It's just less printing or less graphics on them. But yeah, I feel like everybody should have a chance to just to experience things in life. Like there's always like, oh, this person doesn't have money, they can't do this, and I feel like that stunts your growth in life.
Right. I completely agree with that. Also, what I saw that there is a kind of a hidden message that when I went through the designs that you have created, I personally found that there are certain hidden messages behind that. Is it true, or is it just my braining?
Well, I would like to know tell me. It might be your braining, but that's the first time I heard it.
Okay, so it's like the logo that said stress messes up your brain. It was something related to that.
Yeah, so like I would say, yeah, it's like, I mean, the undertone of everything is like mental health, and whether this like a mental illness or like happiness, peace of mind, especially the stress kills your brain, like stress messes up your brain. It's true, like I've noticed myself, like, well, whether you make a bad decision, but even having stress over time, like you're like, basically you're really killing your brain cells in a way, and you're you're just lowering your IQ over time, whether it's emotional intelligence or just
amazing. So we can say that psychology is something that inspires you with all your themes, your designs, and the messages you're putting out through the help of your clothing, right?
Yeah, so it started off with like mental health and mental illness, but now like getting into sports psychology it's turning into psychology in the sense of like the grand scheme of psychology.
Amazing. That's great. I do understand that you being able to learn and deliver what you are learning is something that not everybody gets an opportunity to do, right? And keeping that in mind, what are the observations that you think that it is important in the society that they should know before they are purchasing it from any other brand out there?
Well, two things I would say, like, we actually care about what we do, like we care about the people. Like, we don't want to just sell things just for the sake of making money. Like, obviously money is great, everyone wants money, but it's more so like, how is it impacting people, and like what's the change we could bring to the world. And I feel like I would say 99.9% of clothing brands don't do that, and I feel like they do that and they're genuine about it. Yeah, that just shows you care. Like, I literally made a few hoodies specifically just to give out to homeless people. I made like 8 hoodies, or 8 to 10 hoodies, and every time I see a homeless person, I've been giving them out, and like just showing people like, okay, people think about us too, and like, we're not just some crazy person that's on drugs or whatever like most people think. Sometimes they're just a regular person that just they've had a lot of stress, and then they end up making bad decisions. They get a divorce, and now they're homeless. Like, crazy.
Amazing.
But yeah, we care about like what goal we want to give back to like the community. So it's not just about having the dopest shirt. It's about giving out more stuff for humanity.
Amazing. That's really kind of you, and that's very thoughtful as well. And not many people out there are thinking about these things. But yes, it's a good change that I have also noticed. There are certain people who have started, focusing on helping others and not just being selfish, because nowadays everyone is only thinking about themselves and not caring about what are the people around them, and not treating human as human these days.
Exactly. And then once you bless other people, like whatever God or whatever you believe in, I feel like you always get blessed back no matter what. So
right. So that's the part of karma, I believe, and I think it is very important that we these days understand the importance of that. But it's good, and I feel that you are very lucky that you are able to deliver such good thoughts and good messages through the type of clothing that you're trying to sell, because clothes is something that is worn every day, and this business is not going to get out of business anytime soon, because obviously who else is going to roam around without a clothes on, correct?
Illegal to be naked.
That's I think there's only few places we would like to go naked over there. Amazing. So let's say that if there are a lot of people out there who are looking to buy your clothing, right? What is that one impact that you would want to have them, before in their mindset before they become your customer? Have you thought about this?
Yeah, I want them to feel like inspired, or feel touched in a way. Like, yeah, I just want people to feel touched in a way as far as before they buy this stuff. Yeah.
Amazing. That's great. So, Darius, amazing. It was lovely connecting with you. The type of psychology advancements and the tips, ideas that you have shared, that was really amazing. And I'm looking forward for a second podcast with you very soon. And before we log off today, do you have any final words that you would want to say the audience that are listening to us right now?
Yeah, I would say this podcast was really good. I feel like it gives insight into not just the business itself, but like the person behind the business. And I think the series should keep going on, because it can change a lot of people's lives and motivate a lot of people. And I see the vision you have. Like, I really like it. So yeah, thanks Surf Media. More podcasts on the way.
Amazing. Thank you so much for that feedback, and I'm sure that we are going to come up with some really good podcasts, so stay tuned. Also, what I'm going to do, I'm going to drop down all the links to Darius store, that is Essential Services, and everybody can go around and show some love. And yes, Darius is always open for feedback, so he'll be looking forward for that as well.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, sir. Thank you for having me.